Lions, often referred to as the kings of the jungle, are among the most fearsome predators on Earth. While all lions are powerful, some have gained a reputation for their exceptional strength, hunting skills, or terrifying attacks on humans. In this video, we explore the top 11 most dangerous lions in the world, detailing their histories, behaviors, and the reasons they are feared. So let's get started. Bob Jr., a well-known lion from Tanzania's Serengeti National Park, was killed by younger rivals on March 11, 2023. He was a prominent figure in the park and considered the king by many. Bob Jr. was estimated to be around 10 years old and was named after Bob Marley. His death was widely mourned, with tributes posted online by tour operators and conservationists. Bob Jr. was no ordinary lion. His dark, lustrous mane and regal demeanor set him apart. He was a ruler in his own right, commanding respect from the creatures that shared his territory. Our frequent guests to Ma Camp from around the world always ask for Bob Jr., hoping to glimpse this iconic lion who seems to embody the essence of Africa's untamed beauty. Bob Jr. patrolled his domain with every powerful stride, his amber eyes scanning the horizon for danger and opportunity. He was a skilled hunter who protected his pride and watched over his lionesses and cubs. Yet, despite his strength, he had a gentle side. Bob Jr. often was seen playfully interacting with his offspring, their innocent laughter echoing through the plains. But the circle of life is as unforgiving as it is beautiful. As the seasons shifted, a new coalition of male lions emerged. These newcomers, hungry for power and territory, challenged the authority of the reigning kings, Bob Jr. and his brother. The once peaceful East Serengeti was now a battleground of roars and clashes, a testament to the struggle for dominance. In a heart-wrenching turn of fate, a fierce battle erupted one fateful morning on March 10, 2023. The clash of titans echoed through the darkness, and Bob Jr., though putting up a brave fight, succumbed to the might of the invading lions. His mighty roars, once a symbol of strength, now faded into the wind. Though Bob Jr. had fallen, his spirit endured. His story became a reminder of the fragility and resilience of life in the wild. The tale of his reign and tragic end served as a poignant lesson about the delicate balance of nature and the unrelenting forces that shape it. As the sun set over the East Serengeti, casting an orange glow across the savanna, the memory of Bob Jr. lived on. His roar may have faded, but his legacy remained, a symbol of the untamed wildness that continues to captivate and humble those who wander through the majestic landscapes of Africa. Lungito, who was 19, had been described as a legendary big cat warrior who had defended his territory for over a decade. Lungito was believed to have been the world's oldest in the wild. He was died after being speared by herders, according to the wildlife officials have said. The animals come under growing pressure from cities expanding into ancient migration and hunting grounds. Lungito, an iconic 19-year-old male lion, was speared to death by Masai Marans after straying into a livestock pen in the outskirts of the famed Amboseli National Park, Kenya Wildlife Service. Lungito, whose name translates to guardian in the Maasai language, was a true symbol of power and endurance. For an estimated 18 years, he ruled over his pride in the Masai Mara National Reserve, embodying the spirit of the African savanna. As the oldest lion in Kenya, he was a living testament to the resilience and strength of his species, surviving numerous challenges and triumphing as the undisputed leader of his domain. Beyond his individual splendor, Lungito also played a vital role in wildlife conservation efforts in Kenya. His long life exemplified the successful conservation initiatives that have been implemented to protect the country's endangered species. By surviving the many dangers faced by lions, such as habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict, Lungito showcased the importance of preserving natural habitats and fostering coexistence between humans and wildlife. His story served as an inspiration, motivating conservationists and local communities to take action in safeguarding Kenya's diverse wildlife. The loss of Lungito underscores the urgent need for continued conservation efforts to protect and sustain the delicate balance of ecosystems in Kenya and beyond. Cecil the lion was a majestic creature that roamed the plains of Wang National Park in Zimbabwe. He was a symbol of strength and beauty, a leader among his pride, and a favorite of tourists and researchers alike. His life story, though tragic in its end, continues to inspire people around the world. From the moment of his birth in the early 2000s, Cecil displayed an unmistakable air of distinction. His striking, luscious mane set him apart from other lions, and his calm and confident demeanor marked him as a natural ruler. Cecil could just be the most famous lion ever to walk the plains of Africa in 2009. Along with his coalition brother, Jericho, Cecil faced a grave challenge when the two encountered another established pride. Sadly, Jericho was killed, and Cecil sustained severe injuries. However, even after fleeing, Cecil's fortitude prevailed, and he later formed his own pride of 20 members strong. Throughout his life, Cecil confronted many dangers, including predators, diseases, and human encroachment. Sadly, it was the latter that ultimately led to his untimely death. In 2015, he was illegally hunted and killed by an American dentist, Walter Palmer. The news of Cecil's tragic end reverberated around the world, sparking outrage and prompting a call to action to protect endangered species and preserve the natural world. Despite the tragedy of his death, Cecil's memory and legacy endure, reminding us of his true status as one of Africa's lion kings. His courage and unwavering spirit continue to inspire people around the world. Cecil was a true king, and his story will always be a powerful symbol of the importance of conservation and the value of every living creature. Makulu was the leader of the world-famous Mapogo coalition, a group of 6 male lions that dominated the Sabi Sands Game Reserve in South Africa for several years. He was the oldest of the group and a strong leader, known for his powerful presence and intelligence. The Mapogo coalition was a highly aggressive group of 6 male lions, known for their brutal territorial control and the impact they had on the ecosystem and their dominance over other prides, including the Sparta pride where they were born. Born in 1987, Makulu means big or impressive in the Zulu and Xhosa African languages. He was given this name because he was a huge lion that was larger and older than the other 5 brothers. He had a magnificent black mane. Makulu was the paternal half-brother to the other 5 lions in the coalition. Makulu and Pretty Boy, the last 2 Mapogo lions, were forced to leave their territory due to a territorial conflict with a coalition of Kruger males, Freddy and Limp. The Mafgo lions, including Makulu, learned to be successful hunters while living in their territory. From 2004 to 2005, the now prime, battle-tested Makulu groomed his 5 brothers and built a powerful, mythical coalition through trial and error. They roamed parts of Sabi Sands without any particular pride but led by Makulu. They defeated enemies such as the 4 Skukuza males, though no pride to call their own. Their reign was now in full force by 2005. Makulu would lead his brothers to conquering nearly 80% of Sabi Sands while maintaining some control of 8 to 9 prides in the vast area, a territory never before documented for a coalition of lions. The mastermind behind it all was of course Makulu. He was the oldest and one of the most prominent members of the Mapogo Lion Coalition. He was considered a powerful and wise leader, holding the coalition together and guiding them through their reign. He was known for his solitary patrols and was seen as a formidable figure who commanded respect from other lions. Makulu is believed to have died peacefully in early March 2013 at almost 15 years old, exceeding the average lifespan for male lions. He was last seen in January 2013, alone in Mala Mala, near his former territory in the Sabi Sand Reserve. While his death was a significant event, he was believed to have passed away peacefully in his favorite place, away from everything. While the exact cause of death is unknown, Mapogo King Makulu had lived a long and full life, and it's possible he died of natural causes, such as old age. The man-eating lions of Tsavo are 2 maneless male lions that are also 2 of the most famous big cats in history. These lions are not only famous because of their absent manes but also because they killed many men in 1898. It's rare that lions kill humans, as lions prefer to kill 4-legged animals as prey. The number of human kills was said to be 100, but we now know that number was exaggerated. The real kill count is from 28 to 31. Here is the Tsavo man-eater's sculpture on Mount in the Museum of Natural History, in Chicago, Illinois, the United States of America. It was in 1898 that the construction of the Ugandan or Kenyan railway train was being built, a train that would connect Uganda with the Indian Ocean. Part of the first train construction spread over 8 miles where many workers began to work. Lieutenant Colonel John Henry Patterson led the project, and over the next 9 months, the 2 maneless lions honed in on the region, killing several train workers, which then led to daily killing sprees. The killings continued and workers fled the site in fear of getting mauled. Patterson intervened and ordered a lion hunt. It took many attempts to kill the lions, but in December 1898, the first lion was shot by Patterson, closely followed by the second lion, which was killed 20 days later. The two lions are now able to be seen at the Field Museum in Chicago, where Patterson sold them in 1925. Sakama. Known as the mightiest lion of Africa, Sakama was a formidable hunter and leader. His story is a testament to the strength and resilience of lions in the wild. Sakama is a legendary male lion, known for his dominance and long reign within his pride in the Okavango Delta region of Botswana. He was a powerful and influential leader, and his story is well documented through various wildlife documentaries. His sons have also followed in his footsteps, establishing their own territories and continuing the family legacy. Sakama was the undisputed leader of the Marsh Pride, known for his strength, hunting prowess, and the way he led his pride. He was part of a dominant lineage of lions that ruled for unusually long periods. He faced challenges from his sons, who were also seeking to take over his territory. He was forced to expel some of his sons from his territory in early 2015. The drought in his kingdom forced him to lead his family into hostile territory, leading to conflicts with old rivals and new challenges. The last confirmed photo of Sakama and Torn Nose dates back to August 2023. Mababi is an area with few safaris, and much of the land is not traversed daily by tourists, making it difficult to determine if the two old lions are still alive. There was still a glimmer of hope, though it's unlikely, but those familiar with the region would know. By the end of the 2024, we have concluded that the great king of Mubabe is no longer with us. But his legacy will be shining for many ages to come. Seabo Boy was a male lion who lived in the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. He was known for his dark mane and his coalition partner, Hilder. Seabo Boy was part of a coalition of male lions that once controlled a large territory, but they were eventually deposed by a group of lions known as the Killers. Seabo Boy's story is notable because he lived longer than the typical lifespan of a male lion in the Serengeti. He was known for his tenacity and his ability to survive, even after being attacked by the Killers and nearly succumbing to infection. Seabo Boy the lion was biggest lion to ever live in the wild according to report. This lion was born in 2004 and died in 2018. He died at the age of 14, but the reason of his death is unknown. This lion is famous for defeating death. He was ambushed by 4 lions known as the Killers. There were 4 of them and the clash happened on August 2009. It was stated he was dead, but when researchers returned to the park, they found him alive and massively improved. Other facts about Seabo Boy are that he is the father of Bob Jr. and Trigv. Seabo Boy's legacy continues through his offspring, Snigv and Trigv, who also became famous in their own right. Snigv was the father of several famous lion cubs, including Snigv and Trigv, and he also ruled the Namiri Plains with his brother for 7 years. The Masai Mara is a wild wonderland where the great wildebeest migration brings a stampede of hooves and horns that shake the earth. But for a decade, one mighty lion and his offspring ruled supreme over the savannah, Notch. Notch took over the Marsh Pride in 2004 in a legendary showdown that was captured on the BBC's Big Cat Diaries. He was known for his bravery, cunning, and ability to build a strong coalition with his sons. Notch and his sons dominated the Mara for several years, ruling over multiple prides and becoming well known to both researchers and tourists. Notch initially resided in the Marsh Pride territory, but was eventually dislodged by rival males. When this happened, he wasn't alone. He had 5 young sons: Notch 2, Mighty Long, Ron, Caesar, and Grimace. Notch and his sons were forced into a nomadic existence, where they had to survive and thrive on their own. Notch took on the responsibility of caring for his sons, teaching them hunting skills, and preparing them for the challenges ahead. After a period of nomadic life, Notch and his sons returned and began taking over territories, forming a powerful coalition that dominated multiple prides. They were a formidable force, and their dominance lasted for several years. Notch and his sons became a popular attraction for tourists, and researchers studied them extensively. They were known for their bravery, strong hunting abilities, and their ability to build a lasting coalition. However, his rule was short-lived when he was dethroned in 2007. Many thought that the Lion King's days were numbered, but Notch had other plans. He roamed far and wide, blazing a trail of courage and cunning, until he found his 5 subadult sons and rallied them to his side. Their ferocity and finesse were etched into the pages of history in Disney's African Cats, where Notch and his heirs clashed with the fearsome fawn, a lion of unparalleled might and menace. The film captured the spine-tingling moments when the Notch coalition, bathed in the golden glow of the sunset, marched towards Fong's domain, ready to unleash their fury. They were victorious. Notch himself passed away at the age of 14 in 2013, but his legacy lives on. His sons, who had grown strong and skilled under his watchful eye, kept him safe and well-fed until the end. Notch may be gone, but his spirit still roams the Masai Mara, a testament to the enduring power of courage, strength, and love. When it comes to the topic of Scar, it's worth mentioning another mighty lion whose name bears a striking resemblance, namely Scarface. This male lion, known for the massive scar above his right eye, lived in Kenya's famous Masai Mara National Reserve. Born in 2007, Scarface became one of the most famous lions in history. A legendary lion in the Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya, known for his dominance, resilience, and the distinctive scar on his face. He lived a long life for a wild lion, surpassing the average lifespan and leaving a significant legacy in the reserve. Scarface was part of the Marsh Pride and even formed part of the Four Musketeers coalition with his brothers. He was known to have lived longer than any other lion in Masai Mara National Reserve, making him the oldest lion in Kenya. Scarface was known to be a fierce hunter and protector of the Marsh Pride. The story of Scarface is one of survival and triumph. He endured numerous injuries from territorial battles and other challenges in the wild, yet always returned to his pride. He was known for his ability to defend his territory, even against larger and more dangerous animals like hippos and crocodiles. He was the king of his domain, along with his 3 brothers, Morani, Sikio, and Hunter, who were lovingly dubbed the Four Musketeers. But Scarface, in particular, captivated the world with his unique appearance and winning personality. He was a star of many wildlife documentaries, including the BBC's Big Cat's Diary and National Geographic shows. With time, the Four Musketeers grew weaker. They were getting old, and there were new enemies who came together to challenge their dominance. The mighty king looked feeble as he aged. His mane was no longer thick. He had become weak and was now not able to outdo other young lions easily. Scarface had for the most part withdrawn from his leadership role in the Pride by 2020. He could be seen wandering the Masai Mara during his last moments. Sadly, Scarface's reign came to an end on June 11, 2021, when he passed away at the ripe old age of 14. His demise was due to old age, which is just further proof of how tough this lion was. He went out on his own terms, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most beloved lions in Kenya. Another member of the infamous Mapogo coalition, known for his aggression and infanticide. The Mapogo coalition, including Mr. T, controlled a vast territory of 170,000 acres, which was considered unprecedented in the lion population. Mr. T was born in late 2001 to the Sparta Pride, and his father Scar Nose belonged to the Ruthless roller coaster male coalition. From birth, Mr. T had acquired rashness, ruthlessness, toughness, and fighting skills. The genes for aggression have been passed on for generations. Hence, Mr. T can be considered as one of the most brutal lions in the world. Mr. T became a nomad in 2004. In 2006, the Mapogo brothers started to advertise their presence as they were now big enough and strong enough to establish a significant territory of their own. Mr. T and his 5 brothers, Makulu, Kinky Tail, Dreadlocks, Rasta and Pretty Boy, just a few months later were the largest collation in the entire Sabi-san. By using their numbers advantage of 6, they would kill any dominate male who stood in their way. Mr. T's mohawk-like mane earned him the nickname Mr. T, further contributes to his notoriety and iconic status. He is often referred to as the most brutal lion, Due to his reputation as one of the most formidable and aggressive lions, this characterization likely stems from his behavior and the way he has been portrayed in various media, particularly in documentaries or wildlife programs that highlight his fierce nature and dominance over other lions. In June 2010, his best brother and loyal soulmate Kinky Tail was killed in a territory fight. Mr. T also had some more fights with them before he moved back west to join up with his other Mapogo brothers. Mr. T's return created chaos amongst the prides in the west sector. While he was in the east, his brothers had sired many cubs with the Zaimungwi pride. But Mr. T didn't accept the cubs, and it took him only a couple of weeks to find all of them, and he started killing and was seen even eating them. This extraordinary behavior earned him the nickname Satan. Infanticide, the killing of young cubs, is quite common among lions when new males take over a territory, because as mentioned, it puts an end to the weaker male's lineage. In 2011, the Mapohas defended their territory against 5 Salati males and 3 of the Matimba brothers. But the Salatis didn't give up, and at the beginning of 2012 they went in for another try. On March 16, 2012, while Makhulu and Pretty Boy were away for some unknown reason, Mr. T was attacked by the 4 rival males called the Salatis. He was badly injured and the Salati brothers gave him space to make a dash for it, but Mr. T remained holding his ground. He literally held his head up until he physically couldn't any longer. He didn't run, he accepted it, died in his territory. He knew what was going to happen. He chose the way he went out. Like a warrior. Love him or hate him, the infamous short mane male in the Mapogo coalition earned the respect of his harshest critics this morning. True to his character, he fought alone to protect his territory, an aging lone male against 4 bristling newcomers. Unfortunately, the outcome was inevitable, and the death of Mr. T all but ends the reign of the world-famous Mapogo lions.